It's like you are downloading a movie and maybe at 99% is.
Well, did you see that coming? 9-goal thriller at the Parc des Princes between PSG and, of course, Bayern Munich. What an explosive Champions League game. It ended PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4. Wow, interesting game of the UEFA Champions League. Welcome to another edition of Sport Hangout. I'll give you the latest coming from the ever busy world of sport. My name is Toby. We know that this game, we knew before now that the game will be explosive. Yeah. But nobody thought that it could be
9 goals.
It will be this interesting, JJ. Let me get your view about that game.
You know, I predicted 2-2. I predicted a draw between them because I felt both of them are going to score goals. And both of them, neither of them know how to defend.
It was probably end-to-end affair.
They don't like to defend.
They were attacking.
It's not like they don't know. They don't like to defend. They like to attack the ball, attack you, and score goals. And that was what we got today. 5-4. I'm pretty sure if we had a couple of minutes more,
maybe more goals,
there would be another goal.
It could have been 5-5 or 6-4.
So it could have gone. I mean that was incredible performance from both teams. You know, first it was Bayern Munich 1-0, then 1-1 PSG, 2-1 PSG, 2-2 Bayern Munich, then 3-1, 3-2 PSG, 4-2 PSG, 5-2 PSG, then 5-3, 5-4 again.
It could have been 5-5.
It could have been.
It could have been 6-1.
And there were chances.
Yeah, definitely.
There were hit the bar, and just I'm honestly, it's going to be the talk of the semi-finals for a while.
Definitely.
It's not going.
This is a final before final.
I thought this was a game that is well fitting for the final. Final. We've played final before final.
But JJ, we've talked about the attacking prowess of both teams. I mean, one scored 5, the other one scored 4. But let's talk about the defensive performance of both teams. I mean, if you concede 5 goals or you concede 4 goals in the semi-finals of the Champions League, that is not good enough. I mean, let's talk about their defensive work today. Not good enough.
It's not good enough. If I were a Bayern Munich fan or PSG fan, I would be leaving the field today with so much.
Is it because there is no away goal? Because
the panic would be visible. Yeah. You see it almost all over me. But for neutrals, it's such a good game to watch.
For neutrals,
such a good game to watch for neutrals. And yes, because there were controversial moments too. Honestly, like the penalty against Bayern Munich. I think there will still be some debate around that penalty kick because the rule says if it hits the body before he hits the arm, body to arm, no penalty. And he brushed the body to his arm.
Yeah, but the extent of that, the thing is, the intensity of that contact is very important.
I think why I would justify the referee for that is because Davies had his arms behind his back.
Yeah.
And just when the attacker was going to play the cross, you stick out one arm, it hit your body to the arm. Why did you take it off your back? It was both your arms were at your back before. Why did you stick out one just in that moment of play? So I think that worked really against him. So people should understand that sometimes emotions don't overrule or override football. Okay. But the referee still has the decision to make. Once you are sent to the VAR as a central referee in the UEFA Champions, that's one thing I've noticed as well. They rarely cancel decisions made by VAR if you are sent to. So that was what happened today again. And kudos to Bayern Munich for almost staging a comeback.
All right, let's talk about the two managers. Of course, Vincent Kompany was suspended. He was not in the stands. But for Luis Enrique, he was in the stands for PSG today. Do you think that the absence of Vincent Kompany affected Bayern?
Absolutely, because. But I don't think it should have affected him too much. But I think, yes, it still had some.
I'm very sure he communicated with the assistant coach, maybe after half time.
No. In the UEFA Champions League, you can't do that. The moment you step out of the team bus, you have to separate from the team entirely. So they don't use communication device.
Not like the Premier League.
You don't even go to the dressing room. You don't do that.
So the assistant manager would.
So the assistant manager is the manager for that day. He has to do everything based on his own discretion, and that was what happened today. And credit to that man, he made some substitutions that really worked for Bayern Munich too. But you understand that the manager will still be the manager. And that's why they're manager. That's why they're in touchline. There could have been some tactical decisions it could have made that could have possibly helped the team more. But all in all, Bayern Munich were responsible for themselves tonight.
Yeah.
And they knew their manager was not on with them. They knew it was the assistant manager. And they had to play with maturity to get back. At least to get back from 5-2 would have been almost game over.
Yeah.
But
So
5-4 is still all to play for
Okay.
in the second leg.
Jeje, I want to ask you again, because I asked you this question when we were doing our preview. This tie is not over.
No, it's just started.
It's delicately poised.
It's just started.
Now the second leg at the Allianz Arena will be very tough.
Will be, because
remember there is no way goal.
And that makes it even interesting. Now and quite nervy for PSG. I think at the stage in the game today, I thought PSG.
Ordinarily, it should be advantage for PSG because they've won the first leg. But remember that PSG beat Liverpool, beat Chelsea away from home, both at Stamford Bridge at Anfield. So those guys, they don't know whether it's Parc des Princes or
no. But this is a different ballgame. This Bayern Munich we are talking about.
It doesn't matter. They are playing away.
Has just beaten Real Madrid themselves.
It doesn't matter. PSG beat Chelsea and Liverpool.
They beat Real Madrid home and away. So you're not talking about Liverpool. You can't be talking Liverpool in the same bracket as Bayern Munich right now. Definitely, you can't even mention Chelsea in the same regard as Bayern Munich. So Bayern, they also don't know which one is home, which one is away. Yes, they were quite unlucky with some moments in the game today, and but in the second leg, I think we are going to see goals.
But you look at recent history between Bayern Munich and, of course, PSG. They met in the group stage.
Yeah.
Bayern won by 2-1. Remember the final of the Champions League in 2020 as well. Bayern won. So recent history has favored Bayern Munich. But again, remember, PSG, they are the defending champions of this competition.
I think that PSG team, they have got a crop of players that are extreme runners. They can run 90 minutes in the pit.
Bakola, Vashkela,
and they've got quality all around. And with Bayern Munich have got quality. So it's a team. It's a game of chess.
Yeah.
You have your bishop, you have your king, you have your whatever. I have mine. So it's who hits who.
Yeah.
Oh, now end to end. End to end. We had end to end. There were spaces at the back for each team to exploit, and of course, PSG tried to defend their game at the end. But I think it was evident tonight that when PSG try to defend, they are vulnerable. When they try to attack, then they are strong, and that's quite a paradox, right? When you try to defend, that's when you should be strong. But when PSG tried to defend the 3-goal lead today, they considered 2 goals. When they attacked Bayern Munich, they made it difficult for Bayern Munich.
Well, the best form of defense is attack. It's attack, definitely. Well, we have seen a fantastic semi-final game. I hope that the other semi-final will not be a sharp contrast. You know the semi-final I'm talking about?
Arambulated football.
Diego Simeone and Mikel Arteta.
Aram ball loading.
I hope that will not be disappointing.
It's like you are downloading.
Maybe they will pleasantly surprise us.
It's like you are downloading a movie, and maybe at 99% is you get the notification loading. Your heart will be beat. That loading could be 100% successful, or it could tell you downloading failed.
Well,
after you had say maybe 4 gig or 5 gig.
Well, of course, that's our review. The UEFA Champions League. PSG beat Bayern Munich by 5-4. The second leg will be at the Allianz Arena next week.
One of the best semi-finals in history.
Definitely. Until next time that we are going to meet, I remain Toby.
And I'm JJ. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, engage, comment, and let's know your thoughts. Who do you think will come out winners in this PSG Bayern Munich second leg? And we would like to hear from you. Until next time we meet. Bye.